Welcome to the Pop Culture Perspective. Appreciate you guys watching. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Really helps out. Appreciate that. So real quick, I just want to talk about Spider-Man and Spidey sense. This is why I have on the Spider-Man t-shirt. I already got my ticket to Spider-Man No Way Home, and I thought that it would make some sense to kind of talk about this right now. We can all breathe a sigh of relief now that Spider-Man has gone back to being amazing. I was a Tobey Maguire diehard, but they killed that franchise with Spider-Man 3. It was trash. And then they did The Amazing Spider-Man, which was amazing minus amazing plus garbage. So when Spider-Man Homecoming came to theaters, it was like an answered prayer. We have the hero that fans deserve, and I, for one, couldn't be happier. Spider-Man was the first Marvel comic that I ever read. When I was a kid, I would go to my grandfather's house and immediately make a beeline for my uncle's room. My mom's brother and I are about 14 years apart, and so when I was growing up, I kind of acted like his annoying little brother. He was also a gifted singer and musician, and so when I was a preteen, he wasn't around as much. I always went to his room though. Being in my uncle's room felt like being Indiana Jones in a place full of hidden treasures. From music to cool toys to games to comics, it felt like he had everything up there. His comic book collection was massive. Honestly, I fell in love with reading because I started reading comic books. My parents put me on punishment one time and I couldn't watch TV, but it didn't bother me as much as it would have because I had my comics. And so, it didn't work. It didn't take hold the way that it normally might have. Anyhow, my uncle eventually gifted me his comic book collection, which I was ecstatic about. I really wish that he hadn't though. I think this is something that I've lamented my entire adult life, was getting those comics too early. I just wasn't responsible enough to take care of them. So I read them. I lost some got ripped, some got folded, some even got stolen. And I just wasn't thinking. And the value of those originals is still something that I get sick thinking about. I actually had the comic that I'm wearing on my t-shirt today, which is like my number one motivation for even buying this. And it's still bittersweet looking at it. Did you ever wonder why one of Spider-Man's abilities was a spider sense? I don't know the science, but I don't think spiders have a sixth sense about danger. I mean, I don't know for sure, so I could be wrong, but I kill spiders all the time. And usually if they get away, it's because of something that I did. I might have just missed them, or I flinched or something like that. And I don't think that it's because they they had this sixth sense. I don't know, man. It just seems silly, but I'm not gonna be that guy to try to say all of the things that would happen in real life, because obviously the things that happen in comics are not necessarily things that happen in real life. I get it. I have wondered though if the Spidey sense was a mix of intuition, slight paranoia, anxiety, because if so, there are people who have a real life version of it. It's me. I'm people. Although it's kind of a stretch to compare that state of mind to a spider sense, I'm doing it anyway. Then again, maybe I shouldn't think of it as that. Okay, maybe it's a little more Batman than Spider-Man. Actually, it's a lot more Batman than Spider-Man. And I know that because I find it easier not to trust people at all, so I'm less surprised down the road when they inevitably show me the reason why I should think that way. Wow. That got dark. Really though, that probably doesn't count because it's more of an outlook. Maybe I should edit better or start doing a first draft so you guys don't have to listen to my crazy ideas. Still thinking about that Spidey sense though, I would say that probably the closest real life comparison to that, I guess, would be discernment. Like the kind that some of y'all get scared to go to revivals for, depending on who the evangelist is. Or the kind that my mom displayed when I introduced her to a girlfriend. If I introduced her to a girlfriend. I just got a picture in my head of like Spider-Man preaching on a Sunday morning. I gotta end this now because now I'm just saying stuff because I'm tired. There was a deeper point that I was trying to get to, but nah, we good. I wish there I could like display emojis on the front of the screen. Oh, I can do that. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. Also, go see Spider-Man No Way Home so that we can talk about it. You know, let's share some ideas, guys. Thanks.